Hey, Assalamu alaikum. I'm on the road, but I wanted to take a moment to answer a question that was sent to me over Curious Cat. And the questioner asks, I want to be a housewife. How can I support myself and my children, remain financially stable while being a housewife? Well, there's a few things that you can do. And the first of them is to make sure that you marry someone who will support you financially and that understands the value of being a housewife. Being a housewife is no less valuable than working a full-time job. It's a full-time job in and of itself. That said, if you're not married and you're looking to get married, then you should be trying to find someone who themselves is financially secure, who is comfortable with you, with a one income home, and then you should negotiate your mahr so that it's not just a lump sum payment that you're given, but it is something that your spouse will pay into. Now, if you're in the United States, what I suggest people do is they open up a spousal IRA. A spousal IRA is an independent retirement account specifically for spouses who don't work. You can also just have an IRA in your own name and then make sure that your spouse pays into it. But if you, for example, stipulate that for the first 3 to 5 years of your marriage, your husband is going to put about $300 to $500 in an independent retirement account, and even if it grew at a nominal rate of like 6%, then in 30 years, or by retirement age, I should say, you'll have close to, or you have about $1 million or more. If in retirement, we're talking about 65, right? If it never grew, right? If you never put any money in it again after those 3 years, it would be about $250,000. So if you continue to put money in it after those 3 to 5 years, or after those 3 years, it'll grow exponentially. If you only suffice with the money that your husband puts in it in the first 3 to 5 years, you'll have about $250,000, give or take, probably a little bit more if it goes to 5 years, and if it's at $500 a month. That's one way that you can have money that's in your hand, that you control, that's growing, and that you won't need to depend on anyone else for. A lot of people, they take the issue of mahr to be a joke. They think that it's symbolic. They say, oh, it's symbolic, the wali's symbolic. All of these things are there to guarantee a level of stability in your life. Now, if you're already married and you are a housewife, then you need to open up your own IRA, and you need to start stashing away any money that you have, and you need to budget. You need to budget for your household. There are a lot of different ways that you can make money, that you can save money, and the responsibility that you have as a wife who is a housewife, not working and bringing in money, is to manage your household responsibly and to manage your husband's money and your access to your husband's money responsibly. And part of that is making sure that you take care of yourself and your children. The Prophet ﷺ told Hind, "Khudi ma yakfiki wa waladiki bil ma'ruf." Take from his wealth what suffices you and your children with what is good, with what is reasonable and customary. A lot of women, unfortunately, this is one of the platitudes that's prevalent in the Muslim community. People say, well, your money's mine and my money is mine. What's his is his, or what's his is yours, and what's his is his, what's mine is mine, and what's his is mine. As I say, what mine is mine and what his is mine. It's not true. You don't have a blank check to blow your husband's cash and then wonder why you have trouble in your marriage because your husband's slaving with, in a society that for all intents and purposes doesn't necessarily support one income households because of the way it's structured. If you want to be in a one-income household, you have to be responsible. Both men have to be responsible in sharing their finances and allowing their wives to know what's going on. But women also have to be responsible in learning how to budget, in understanding the stress that goes on a one-income earner. And of course, everything that I'm saying applies if the man's staying at home and the woman is out working. But that's not always the case. In fact, it's probably not as common, but it should be mentioned. So that said, if you're a housewife now, and you're not renegotiating your mahr, if you're in a situation where you have muqaddam mu'akhar, and if you know those terms, you know what I'm talking about, then you should basically put a claim on your mu'akhar and tell your husband to start paying up. And he should start paying on a payment plan like any debt that he has, putting that away in an account that you control. It should not be something that's simply contingent on divorce or death. Thirdly, you can start a small side business. Lots of people, make money off of just selling stuff that they're not using around the house. I guarantee you, if you go around your house today and you look for 5 items that you have not touched in more than a year, those things will be ridiculously profitable for you. And what I mean is, you might think of them as nothing. You could sell it online for $10, $30, $50. And there are a lot of different ways that you can do that. There's Let Go, there's Facebook Marketplaces, there's Amazon Marketplace, there's an app called Posh that I heard about recently. Like if you've got dresses and purses and things that are like brands that you can sell on there. Lots of ways to do that. And they say in Arabic, إِنَّمَا السَّيْلُ اجْتِمَاعُ النُّقَطِ, that flood is only a collection of raindrops. So small savings, small wins over time, accumulating into an account that compounds the profits that it makes, will allow you, inshallah ta'ala, to be able to be financially secure for you and your children later in life. Wassalamu alaikum.